Még nincs itt vége. Tommy, gyere vissza. Gyere. Nincs itt már vége. Itt hagysz szólni.
This was a difficult piece. I thought it was absolutely nice and raw emotionally. And it was a brilliant dive into self torment and our own demons and the constant revisiting of the past and what would we do differently. And that these voices of guilt that just continue to call us back until we face them. And I thought they were great, nuanced performances. And I really liked the unexpected cuts and unexpected story structure that left us, really tormented along with him and following that journey.
This piece, we're constantly hearing his inner thoughts in the form of a VO that only his character can hear, serving sort of like his intuition. And these two men are having very different experiences. It's very evident in these black and white shots versus these shots in color. Also, the sound design when he's in the scene versus the other character, very different, a lot heavier, a lot darker versus the other being lighter. And the fight scenes were really shot. I loved it. We got to see the POV of each fighter. It's a lot of motion in the cinematography. And then he's fighting with his inner demons, which was really cool. I mean, there's really great shots overall in this. Kudos to the DP on his work. Kudos to the editing team on pulling it all together.
Not only narratively, but visually, I was just really awed by how it was presented. Cinematography was great. It was the use of those different color grades, from the black and white to that sort of muted look to just so much wonderfulness with light and color throughout the film. It's almost like its own character. Really great, but it doesn't ever take you out of the story. Your focus is always on them. There's really great performances and direction.
I really liked that the filmmakers chose to differentiate between what was happening in his mind and what was happening in reality as black and white and color. I thought that that was a really smart choice, and they did it really well. Great actors. I liked the rapport between the two of them. They were very organic, very believable. I thought the stunts were great on this. And I liked the story of what was, and how the filmmakers decided that they were going to tell this story. I thought that it was really interesting and entertaining, and great job.
Is really about the inner demons within someone's mind and having them take over and consume an individual. And that's exactly what we see here within this character. In the end, it has this twist that he has succumbed to his dark thoughts and his vices. His dependence on alcoholism brings him to this moment of betrayal to his family, to which he abandons them with this ambiguous open ending if what is reality and what is not for this perspective, because there are some fight sequences, there are some action elements within this piece, so we get to see this story sort of come into play, but in the end, what matters is family.
I mean, the short film is reminiscent of a John Wick type of action. Like, he has something coming from like the past that he needs to like fulfill or avenge. And I feel like the short film just takes like that like premise like pretty well in this, even though the short film is not as long as like the feature, but it shows like the character development of the father who longed for the family reunion with his daughter, and he tried to do every way like to get her back into his normal life. The performance is good, the premise is accessible and easy to understand, and I feel like everything is well put together.